Mindy with Astrology by Love, here for the Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising horoscope. We are going from the new moon on December 30th, 2024 to the new moon on January 28th, 2025. And I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Sagittarius. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment down below. It helps the algorithm. And let's go ahead and jump in. So this new moon on December 30th is in your second house. This is a house of finances. There's some kind of new start with your finances, and this is a positive new moon. So it's not very strong, but there's a lot of good, beneficial energies there. So this new start may be a new way of organizing your money. You may get a rebate or a refund or something back that you weren't expecting, but there's a new start with your finances on December 30th. Sagittarius. So then on December 31st, Mercury is trining Chiron. Now Mercury is currently going through your first house. So people have you on their mind. They're thinking about you. You may appear smart or conversational. Mercury is trining Chiron. Chiron's in your fifth house of passion, projects, kiddos. Some things haven't quite been working out the way you've wanted to, and you've been hurt and needing to heal in that area of your life. And these energies are coming together. Something about the way you look or the way you appear is healing to your relationship with your kids or your passion projects. And this is an easy energy where it's just something we can let go and go on about the day. Also in the background, Mars is opposing Pluto. So these two energies are coming together, really opposing each other in your ninth and third houses. So the third house is the community that you don't really choose. It's your siblings, cousins, it's early learning. And then the ninth house is long-term goals, dreams. Mars has been going retrograde through your ninth house. You've kind of felt demotivated about any long-term learning plans, traveling plans. This is also the house of spirituality, higher spirituality. You've been demotivated in this area, and all of a sudden, last year, your focus got pulled to this third house. This is siblings, community. This is where Pluto's going to be for the next 19 years. So all of a sudden, you're concerned about the way you appear in the community. You're concerned about whether you're reading enough books. You're concerned about your siblings. And these two energies, there's a power struggle here. Like, are you going to be doing higher learning? Are you going to be doing book learning? Are you going to be doing long distance travel? Are you going to be hanging out in the community? That energy is there for you, and it peaks on December 31st and January 1st. Just be aware of those energies, Sagittarius. Then on January 3rd, Venus moves into the sign of Pisces. So Pisces rules your house of family, home, upbringing, and so there's going to be something beautiful about spending time with family this month. You may want to rearrange furniture, buy new furniture for the home, beautify it in some way. This may be a time to take daily naps in the home. Venus is there and loves luxury and having fun and relaxing. So this energy has just moved into your home life, which is great because you need it there. About 2 years ago, Saturn moved into your fourth house of family and home. And so there's been your home life has been a little bit more formal, structured, a little bit in the doldrums, so to speak, and needs this pick-me-up from Venus. So enjoy your month. Venus will be there all month long in January for you. On January 4th, the Sun is sextiling Saturn. So the Sun is still in your house of finances. The spotlight's kind of been showcased on your money, what you're doing with it, what you're spending money on. And this is stimulating some sort of restriction in the home environment, some sort of organization or standard that's been in your home life, and your finances in this restriction are kind of feeding off each other on the 4th of January. Now this is a quick energy, so it's not going to be there very long, but you may have your finances feeling restricted because of your home life on January 4th. On January 6th, Mercury is squaring Neptune. So Mercury's in your first house. Once again, people are thinking about you, talking about you. Neptune is in your house of home and family. So you are confused about something in your family life that day. Don't make any hard decisions on your home, your family, or your appearance on January 6th if you can help it. You're not going to be able to see it for what it is, and in a few days you'll probably change your mind, the fog will probably lift, and you can make the decision then. Also on January 6th, Mars retrogrades back into the sign of Cancer. So this is your house of your partner's finances. These are the secrets you keep with your partner. So you may feel like you need to investigate and go over what your partner's been spending money on. You may feel demotivated when it comes to your sex life or, getting together behind the scenes. So be prepared for that energy. That energy is going to hang out the rest of the month. So that's not necessarily a really fun energy, but you need to be aware of it. This is also the energy of perhaps your spouse going behind your back and doing things that may harm you. So be aware of that as well. You may feel that, it may not be happening, but be aware of that energy. So then on January 8th, Mercury moves into the sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn is, again, your second house. This is finances. This is what you spend money on. So your mind's going to be on your money. Your money's going to be on your mind. You're going to be paying attention to it for sure the rest of the month. Also on January 8th, the sun is squaring Chiron. So the sun in your second house. Finances are a big focus for you this month, Sagittarius. And it's squaring Chiron in the house of kiddos and passion projects. So the sun can represent our spouse, the people in charge of us. If you're a man watching this, this represents you. And there's some kind of frustration with the kiddos and the passion project. So you may be spending money you may not want to, but it'll be in a healing way. Hopefully it'll bring you and the kiddos together. That energy is there on the 8th of January. After that, on January 13th, Mars trines Neptune. So Mars is still in your 8th house. This is your partner's finances. Neptune's in the home. There's something about being demotivated or going back over your partner's finances that is giving you sort of a fantasy trip about your home life and your upbringing, what family could be like, what family should be like. So that energy is there on the 13th. Also, the sun is trining Uranus on that day. So men in general are going to be unpredictable on that day. Not necessarily in a bad way, but don't necessarily count on them hardcore on the 13th. They're just going to surprise us. They're just going to be kind of all over the place. Uranus is in your 6th house of your daily routines. And I know what you're thinking, Sagittarius. Daily routine? What's that? Because you've not been able to have a daily routine in several years. This is also the house of health, so your health may be all over the place. You may be finding out new things about your health, your practices, the things that you do. Maybe they're good, maybe they're bad, but things have been all over the place in regards to your daily routines and your health these past several years. And on January 13th, there's going to be some kind of surprise in the subject of daily routines and health from a man. So be prepared for that. On the 14th, Venus is squaring Jupiter. So this is a beautiful energy. This is very much the energy of overdoing it. So Jupiter's been in your house of long-term partnerships this past year, Sagittarius. So your spouse, your business partners have been doing well, and you've been benefiting from them. Venus in your house of home, however, there is an overdoing it. So maybe your partner's giving too much and everybody in the home is being lazy or having too much fun and not getting their work done. But this is very much an enjoyable energy of too much. So this has taken place on January 14th. After that, on January 15th, the sun is opposite Mars. So the sun is in your house of finances. Mars is in your house of your partner's finances. This is setting y'all up to argue, to be triggered over what you're doing with your money, what you're doing with yours, what they're doing with theirs, what y'all are doing together. This may be a day to kind of just tiptoe around the subject of money, because it's definitely going to trigger an argument between you and your spouse that day, and that's January 15th. On the 18th, the energy is there to provide some sort of financial agreement about your money and what is expected in the home. So this may be signing an actual legal agreement. Maybe you've just bought some furniture. Maybe you're financing a new roof. but something about your money and your home life, there's either a verbal agreement or an actual legal agreement taking place. So that's coming up on the 18th. On January 20th, the sun moves into Aquarius. So this is your third house. This is siblings, this is the community, this is the people in your environment that you don't necessarily get to choose. And the next day, the sun lines up with Pluto. So there is some sort of new start, new beginning in your third house. So this is also the house of basic learning. Maybe you just pick up a book and you're like, you know what, I'm going to read instead of dreaming about a college degree. Whatever this new start is, Pluto is in your third house, and this is an area of your life that Pluto is wanting you to master and will be there for the next 19 years. So whatever's going on the 21st, that's a little bit of a theme of what you can expect off and on for the next 19 years with Pluto. Also on the 21st, Mercury is squaring Chiron. So something about your finances and your kids is getting triggered, and it's making you feel a little bit tender. So get out your journal, Sagittarius. It's a good day to journal, and those tears may come up, and this is a short-term energy. You may feel your heartstrings pricked on that day, so be aware. Then on January 23rd, we've got a lot of energy going on. So Mars is opposite Mercury. We also have Mars is sextile Uranus, and then Mercury is trine Uranus. So this energy is in the house of finances once again. So expect what you're thinking, what you're wanting to do with finances is going to be opposite what your spouse is wanting to do. And then the chaos and the crazy in your daily life is somehow going to adjust to this, somehow going to make it work. But that's January 23rd. There's going to be a little bit of drama that day, so just be prepared. On January 25th, Venus and Mars are trying each other. This is a beautiful energy. So your home life is helping out your partner's finances somehow, and your partner's finances somehow are helping out the home life. This is a beautiful back and forth energy. Definitely enjoy the day, Sagittarius. It'll be a good vibe. Then on the 26th of January, we have something similar going on. So your mind is still on your money, and Neptune is still in your house of upbringing. But there's something about your finances in your house that are just working together beautifully. So it'll be a good day to be sensitive, a good day to listen to music, to meditate, just to be soft and enjoy the day. So the 25th and the 26th should be enjoyable energies for you, Sagittarius. Then on January 28th, we have the new moon in Aquarius. This is in your third house of siblings, early learning, your community, Sagittarius, and we will talk more about that on the next horoscope video. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. So please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all soon.